And once again, we'd like to welcome you here to the B-League Championship as we got the RYUKYU Golden Kings going up against the B-CORSAIRS of Yokohama. This is actually the next phase of the competition already as we welcome you here inside the Okinawa Arena. This is going to be the venue for the upcoming Basketball World Cup, which will be hosted by the Philippines, Japan, and Indonesia. But today, the RYUKYU Golden Kings take to the court once again as they look to be able to make it to the next phase of the competition. There you can see exactly what transpired. They were able to defeat Nagoya. On the other side, Yokohama defeated Kawasaki. And so now we've got the semifinals here in just a bit coming your way. We have not had Yokohama too much on our coverage, so let's try to focus on their squad. But the RYUKYU Golden Kings have always been on the radar. And there you can see their matchup against the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. They won that one in 2 straight games, 91-85 and 92-81. The usual guns, Keita Imamura, Jack Cooley, Josh Duncan, and Alan Durham really helped out their squad. There's Alan Durham with a putback here. Suda there hitting from the outside. He has been sizzling hot here in the playoffs. In fact, in the last couple of weeks in the regular season, he did so well for his squad. He has been thrust into the starting lineup. But Yutaro Suda and company are out of the playoffs. And here, we have the squad of the RYUKYU Golden Kings. On the other side, it was Kawasaki up against Yokohama. Going great guns for their squad once again. Yuki Kawamura. They have Charles Jackson, of course, and Devin Oliver. Not to mention Edward Morris is also going to come into the act. There was Kawasaki doing everything they possibly could. But winning in 2 straight games, 91-86 and 104-84, was Yokohama, defeating the King. Ryusei Shinoyama there on your screens. Very disappointing performance for his squad. They would have wanted to be able to move on, but they're going to lose in 2 straight games. As we take a look at these 2 squads here, these are the numbers as they stack up against each other. We're also going to have Patrick Auda talking about the squad of Yokohama. There on your screens, Keita Imamura. A lot of people were expecting this to be a Kawasaki matchup. But Kawasaki was totally outplayed by this squad here. Let's find out who's going to take game number 1 in a bit. This place is rocking right now this Saturday afternoon, and why not? Go Flippin' and the rest of his squad will try to be able to get game number 1 here. Patrick Auda on the free throw line. That is Ryuichi Kishimoto. As we take a look at the match between these 2 squads that was played earlier in the season, that was February 15. That was won by the Golden Kings by just 5 points, 96-91. Kishimoto hitting from downtown. Coach Taketo Aoki was actually a former Yokohama player. Now he's the head coach. He was an assistant for quite a while. Now he's trying to lead his squad here. There's Charles Jackson with a putback. Alan Durham bullying his way inside. Kicks it outside and an open three. Keita Imamura is one of those players you just cannot leave open. Forcing up that shot and making it is Kawamura. He's going to play a huge role for his squad. That was the last time these two squads played, and if it's going to be just as close as that, we are in for a real treat. Now we got the entire roster here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Of course, standing out there, number 1, Josh Duncan. Number 7, Alan Durham. Number 30, Keita Imamura. And number 45, Jack Cooley. For the Filipino fans, number 33, Cal Tamayo from University of the Philippines is in this roster. Has not really played as much. That's him there on the right side of your screens. That's a squad led by Coach Dai Oketani. But for these two squads, it's just 2 games away from making it to the promised land, which is the finals. On the other side, the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, led by number 1, Patrick Auda. Number 5, Yuki Kawamura. Charles Jackson, number 10, you saw him in action as well. Number 15, Devin Oliver. And also number 32, Edward Morris. And there's the gentleman we were talking about, Taketo Aoki. Breakthrough season for him and his squad. Trying to get them to the finals at the very least. Well, they're going to have to do it on the road here once again. As we take a look at this matchup, this is going to be very interesting. Ryuichi Kishimoto, number 15. Number 14, check that on your screens. Up against that man right now. Number 5, Yuki Kawamura. People are saying he's the future of Japanese basketball. Let's see how he stacks up against the veteran Ryuichi, who is 32 years old. Kishimoto stands a little taller, 5'10". Kawamura is 5'7". But definitely the foot speed here of Yuki should be at a premium. Now you've got the starters here for Yokohama. You'll start out with number 6, Raita Akaho. They have number 10, Charles Jackson. Number 15, Devin Oliver. Number 18, Kenta Morii. And number 30, Koya Sudo. And now it's time for all the fanfare as we welcome the home squad, the RYUKYU Golden Kings. So there you have the starting five for the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Josh Duncan, number 1. Number 14, Ryuichi Kishimoto. Number 30, Keita Imamura. Number 34, Shota Onodera. And number 45, big man, Jack Cooley. As Jack Cooley goes to his ritual there, together with Shota Onodera. They do that every single game. We got a jam-packed Okinawa arena here, and why not? This is for all the marbles. Best of 3 semi-final encounter. As you got the officials for this very important game, you got referee Abe, referee Kubo, and referee Higashi. And let's check out the starters once again. Yokohama, starting out with Akaho, Jackson, Oliver, Morii, and Sudo. For the Golden Kings, it's Duncan, Kishimoto, Imamura, Onodera, and Jack Cooley. We're starting a little earlier than usual. Usually start a little past the hour. Now, we got tip-off. Semi-final encounter between Ryukyu and Yokohama. Here in the B-League playoffs, which they call the B-League Championship, it's very important to get Game 1 because we're only playing a best-of-3 affair. Jackson up against Cooley in the middle. We showed it earlier, 96-91 was the last time these two teams faced each other. And winning that one was Ryukyu, 96-91. But you throw all those numbers out the window as you begin this best-of-3 affair. Trying to kick it to the wing. That's going to be an error. Quickly from Morii. He apologizes. He got inside that paint. Didn't know what to do. Here's Kishimoto. Let's see how they're able to slow down Kishimoto. That's Sudo's job. Keita. Jack Cooley inside for 2. 2-0 for Ryukyu early. Ryukyu is one of those teams, if they get off to a big lead, they never look back. Though Yokohama is one of those teams that can play well coming from behind. Well, Duncan saying he didn't touch it, but it's going to stay here in this end. That might be a foul. An offensive one. It is. That's going to be a foul there on Devin Oliver. Good denial there from Keita Imamura. Watch it here. Can't force the pass. They did, and they paid the price. Kishimoto bring it down against Sudo. It would be nice to see if he gets matched up against Kawamura. Eventually we're going to see that. Keita flips it. Cooley short on that one. Trying to run. Yokohama. Early offense. No. Duncan's going to pull that rebound down. And he'll set up the offense for his squad. Onodera. Back to Duncan. Duncan doesn't want to launch from 3. He'll bring it closer. Little nudge. Gives him that space and he scores. It's now 4-0 for the Ryukyu. We go to the handoff. Sudo. Sudo inside. The flip will work. Koya Sudo. The 25-year-old's trying to lead by example here. Sending the quick double, and wow, blowing the cripple there was Josh Duncan. They gave him the layup. Foul's going to be called on Ryuichi. Fouling Morii there. Boy, the guards of Yokohama are very quick. Sudo, Morii, and of course Kawamura. First personal foul on Ryuichi. Jump from the wing, not gonna work. Jack Cooley doing his job, keeping Charles Jackson off the offensive rebounds. Still 4-2. Keita looking for space. Will have to give it up. Finds Jack Cooley. Bounce pass, a little bit ill-advised there. 3-on-2 break. Missing there. From point-blank range is Oliver. Not a good start here for Devin. Kishimoto puts it up. Will miss fire. They swing it forward. Oliver. Now wait for the troops. Well, we still have no Kawamura in the ball game. They like bringing him off the bench. Well, if they're not able to score here in the next minute, they might think of bringing him in quickly. Oliver once again. Oliver for three. No. Duncan with the rebound. And here comes Keita Imamura. Get it to Ryuichi. Kishimoto outside. Duncan left open for three. No. Very low scoring affair here so far between these two squads. Keita Imamura launches and hits. That's going to be a 5-point lead right now for the RYUKYU, 7-2. Keita Imamura heating up early. Oliver will try to bring it closer. That's too easy for him. That's when they need to send the double. Oliver's going to get his first 2 points, cutting the lead down to 3. Keita. Duncan. Kishimoto for 3. A little bit too strong. Trying to rush down court. Akaho doesn't want to challenge. They swing it to the open court now. Sudo picking up his dribble. Oliver. A lot of time on their shot clock. That's a poor foul from Ryuichi because number 1, that's going to be 2 fouls on him. He's going to have to hit the bench. Not to mention the fact that Oliver wasn't going towards the basket. Didn't have to stab at the arm. And there, as expected, he will be replaced. Early entry here for Ko Flippin. Jackson can't control. You try to challenge, goes for the sweeping hook. It's not going to work. That's picked up there by Kishimoto. Got a lot of time on their shot clock. Imamura inside. That's actually Onodera. He was looking for a 3-point play. No chance for that as Jackson just closed the door. Watch it here. First personal foul going to be called there on Masaaki Morikawa. Alan Durham's going to check in for the first time. In place of Josh Duncan. Shota's there primarily for defense, but he can occasionally make that shot inside and even the three. But make no mistake about it, he's in there because of his tough defense. Suda will be fouled, and that foul is going to put the Golden Kings in the penalty with still 4:59 to play. That's going to be the first personal foul on Imamura. Still, no sign of Kawamura. Three launched. Not going to hit there is Morikawa. Durham with a handoff. The pick. Gets it back. And there's Imamura. Continues to wax hot. And he's saying, those guys guarding me, just too small. It's now 11-4. Surprisingly, no timeout yet from Coach Aoki. Now we got that timeout? No, we don't. Here comes Kawamura. It's always a gamble when you have your star player coming in late in the game. Yes, he comes in fresh. But sometimes, like right now, he comes in with your team staring at a 7-point deficit. Some last minute instructions being given. Alright, that's going to rim out. As you can see, Yokohama trying to take advantage of the foul situation. And well, they should. Turning that lead down to 6. Flipping to the wing. Hayato Maki has checked in. A travel is going to be called there on Alan Durham. Oh, he was still trying to establish his pivot foot, but nonetheless, called for steps. They're all over Kawamura, and well, they should. That's a nice find. Auda's going to come up short, though. And Charles Jackson will get that putback. 11-7 is our tally. About 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Jakule, little complaints as we have Matsuwaki checking for the first time. Number 15, Yoshiyuki Matsuwaki. Oh, their big man's coming in as well. That is Hugh Watanabe. Watanabe stands 6'10". They look for Hugh. He slams it through. Not the strongest of slams, but really just guided it into the hoop. He's back up to 6. That's instant offense, though, for Watanabe. Let's see Kawamura go to work. Goes away from the pick. Launches a 3. Back rims that one. Matsuwaki will collect and finds Durham. Why they're trying to go to Watanabe? They want him to challenge Charles Jackson's defense. Charles almost with a steal. Matsuaki's gonna hit. And that's gonna bring the lead to a high of 9. And now a timeout will be called by Taketo Aoki. This has not been the best of starts here for Yokohama. But it's still just in the first period. But they can't play this poorly the entire match or else they'll be down 1-0. Here comes their man. Short though, but nice put back there for Charles. Kawamura is 0 for 2 from downtown. Charles Jackson though with 2 baskets, total 4 points. Hayato kicks it out. Allen back to Maki. They go inside. There's a double team. Forcing his way is Durham, and he scores 2. His first basket of the game. And that lead is back up to 9. Auda gonna set things up. Not the best of passes there. He'll get it back. He'll hold on to it. Those are the kind of picks wherein you can get into real trouble. Might be called for an offensive foul as well. And they're going to say an offensive foul. That's exactly what I was saying. Auda was definitely still moving. Watch it here. Of course, Ko Flippin overreacted a little bit there, but still. Foul sticks, and it was a good call. 18-9 is our tally. A minute and a half still to be played here in the opening quarter. Flippin. They'll go back outside. Durham to the wing. Matsuaki open 3. Just short. Alan Durham's there. Looks for space. That's not going to drop. Good move there for Durham. Just a little bit too strong. Jackson will give it back. In the ball game for the first time. Kai King. King for the jumper. Yes. King is a steadying factor. According to Coach Aoki. He's going to bring his team to within 7. Flippin. Flips it up and through. Go Flippin. Asking for a foul. But he'll have to settle for the basket. The lead's back up to 9. King. That's a forced shot. Kawamura needs to control himself. He was faking the contact there. Not a good start by the boys in white. Well, the fans here inside Okinawa Arena loving it. Because everything going the way of their Ryukyu Golden Kings. They're trying to use some clock. Difference of about 6 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. Go Flippin with the layup. A little bit too strong though. Kawamura sends it outside. He'll get it. Open three. Still can't get it to drop. That, they say, is not going to count. We're going to double check. But Kawamura, coming off the bench today, starting out 0 for 3 for his squad. They're double checking. But it didn't seem like that counted. It looked like the ball was still in the hands of the rebounder. That's a quick review. And there's confirmation. Doesn't count. First quarter ends. And the fans here at Okinawa Arena loving it as their team is up by 9. Interesting to see the strategy that Coach Aoki is going to use to start out the second quarter. And he starts out with Kawamura on the bench once again. I like that strategy. Let others play first, and here's a layup. Off that steal, Takeru Oba. Let Kawamaru settle down, bring him in maybe the 8-minute mark. Matsuaki flips it up. Missing from point-blank range though was Watanabe. They have a 7-point lead. Chance here though for the boys in white to come closer. Auda. They can't find Auda inside. Open three. Not gonna work there. Auda wanted to track it down. Tracked down though by Alan Durham. Durham still with possession. Matsuaki can't answer. Alan Durham's gonna be fouled. Holding on to him there was Morii. You like that ball movement. Watch it. Crisp. Murray's going to pick up his first personal foul. Josh Duncan's going to check back in. Makes you wonder why they don't play Watanabe together with two world imports. That'll be a real tall lineup. Duncan on the outside. Yes! It's now a 10-point advantage at 23-13. Golden Kings doing everything right. Now you got to bring in Kawamura. Tashiro's checked in, and this guy's a real physical player. That's Naoki Tashiro. He would start occasionally. 3-and-D kind of guy. Let's see how Devin Oliver can perform here. That's a nice basket from the outside. Finally, they're starting to hit. And that was Oba, who's got 5 quick points to start out the second period. Duncan. Got to bring it inside. He'll cop out. Gets the repost. And he'll get away. He was asking for a foul, but nonetheless, he got the easy layup. He should be happy with that. Leads back up to 9. Oliver really needs to be able to produce for his squad. Let's see. That's good defense, just better offense there from Oliver. He's starting to sizzle. That's a good sign here for the boys in white. Go flipping. Still in the ball game. Remember, Kishimoto is in foul trouble. Tashiro gets away for 2. That leads back up to 9. Tashiro contributing on all fronts. Oliver will give it back. Oba. Yes! Oba's got 2 threes. Not to mention the fact that he's got a total of 8 points. Plus 1 steal. He's been a real help off the bench, cutting that lead now down to 6. Getting inside, flipping. Well, his stellar play has kept Kishimoto also on the bench. Out with a handoff. This is one squad that was able to keep their team intact all throughout the season. That's gonna drop. That's their 3rd 3 this quarter and the first 3 for Morii. Nice find. Matsuaki tries to answer and does. It's a shootout at the Okel Corral right now. 4 minutes gone in the second. Attacking inside. Clearly swatted away there by Flippin. He says, "This is my house." Watch it here. With the left hand. Well, he's the reigning slam dunk champion, so you know he's got hops. He's gonna hit the bench. Charles Jackson back in action. Jack Cooley is also back on the floor. Open 3, Oliver. He'll come up short. Oliver has been quiet, but the rest of his team, they picked up the slack so far. Matsuaki to Duncan. Duncan for 3. That rattles out. Jackson with the board. Off and running are the boys in white. Looking for some easy baskets. A steal there from Duncan. Josh will hand it off. Maki for 3. That's Matsuaki. He's got 2 threes. And now the lead is at 11. 35-24. Just when they cut it down to 6, suddenly they're down once again by a bigger margin. Jackson inside. Basket on 1 opportunity. Doing the right thing there was Charles, taking it strong. Well, you have to hand it to Matsuaki for giving up his body there. He's going to feel that hit tomorrow. Charles just wanted to make sure he still had all the parts complete. Timeout's going to be called. We'll be back for more action from the Okinawa Arena in just a bit. Well, now they finally send Kawamura back into the lineup with half a quarter gone. Well, he's your star. You need him on the floor. Calculated gamble here from Coach Aoki. But his team still within striking distance, just down by 8. Tashiro. Tashiro will challenge. That's good strategy, though. Taking advantage of the much smaller Kawamura. That was a foul there on Yuki. As you can see, he reached in. Shot on Nadera. Back in action. So far, he's really helped out his squad. And he's found the right niche. Being in the starting lineup, not really needing to score, but doing all the smaller things. There is Kishimoto still on the bench. So they opted to go with Tashiro at the 1. And not sending in Kishimoto. They want to send him back probably in the third quarter. Right now they are leading by 10, so they don't really need the leadership of Kishimoto. Not at this stage, not yet. Oliver. That's poor ball management. He got up in the air. Didn't know exactly what to do with it. Easy layup there by Duncan, and the lead is now at 12 at 39-27. This is a badly needed timeout for Yokohama. Let's see if Kawamura can deliver now. His team's still down by 12. They need him to come up big. They can't fall any further than these 12 points that they're facing. Kawamura will launch. Hit! Then he's going to head to the line for an extra shot off that foul from Onadera. As they say, you can't hold a good man down. Watch it here. This is all Kawamura. This 4-point play will definitely help his squad. And he completes it. First 4 points for Kawamura. And that can get him going. That can get the team going. Tashiro. Nice ball movement here by the Golden Kings. Matsuaki's gonna lose it though. Here's Kawamura. Is he gonna try to look for his shot? Yes, he will. And just like that, a timeout will be called now by the Golden Kings. 6 points straight scored by the star Yuki Kawamura. Very good timeout call there by Coach Dayo Kitani. That makes you wonder if he's going to send Kishimoto back in the ball game. Matsuaki's going to come up short. Actually, that was Tashiro. Oliver, that's too easy. And that leads down to 4. Alan Durham getting ready to check back in. But more than anything else, they need a quarterback. Hayato Maki almost lost that. Foul's going to be called there on Sudo. Sudo was all over Hayato there. First personal foul going to be called on Sudo. Third team foul in Yokohama. There's Alan Durham checking in. Trying to add a different dynamic to his squad here. They go inside Durham. Quick spin, basket and one. Well, they sent in Cole Flippin, who was very instrumental in getting his squad the lead, together with Allen. Clearly a foul there on the swipe coming from Charles. Yokohama now in the penalty with 2:40 still to be played. Only the first personal foul on Jackson. Looking to complete a 3-point play now is Allen to give his squad a more comfortable 7-point lead. That's going to drop. What an inbound. That was so poor. What is Oliver thinking? That might be an offensive foul. It is. Well, he made contact at the face of Sudo. That was inadvertent, but still, making contact there with the face will draw the offensive foul. And it looks like they're going to double check to see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. I don't think it is. At least it shouldn't be. Though he did make contact with the face of Sudo with his elbow. He wasn't throwing the elbow out. He was trying to get up there to make sure he was able to make a pass. But still, it goes back to what Devin Oliver was thinking. He's supposed to be the point guard. You just can't throw the ball in this way. Well, at the same time, you can make the case that Sudo actually also bent forward. We're going to get the call. Ooh! Wow. That's harsh. Personally, I feel that's harsh. There was no wind-up. Didn't look like there was any intent. But they looked at it at the replay. I guess you can't question the replay, but wondering how that could have been an unsportsmanlike foul. You were on your way up, trying to make the pass. And you can see Jack Cooley there at the bottom of your screens talking about exactly what I just mentioned. He was leaning forward into Alan Durham. So obviously when Durham comes up, he's going to make contact with your face. Well, that foul is also going to put the Golden Kings in the penalty. With 2:26 still to be played. Let's see if this turns out to be big. That was possession. And they're going to lose it here. Is that going to be an offensive foul there on Jackson? He doesn't like the call. Oh, he was still moving. That's an easy call. That sometimes isn't all just on Jackson. It also depends on the cutter. You can't lead the defender towards the man that's not yet set. Cooley against a double team. Flippin', puts it up, will misfire. He knew it's going to be short. He knew where it's going to drop. And he laid it through. Leads back up to 7. We always say that the shooters know exactly where that rebound is going to fall. Kawamura kicks it out. Oliver with a nice handoff. Jackson for 2. Kick it out once again. Cooley. They repost. Tries to challenge. Almost lost it. Flips it up. He'll get it back. The moment he takes a shot, you gotta put your body on him because he's going for the offensive rebound. Not to mention the fact that he took that shot. He knew the short. He went straight back up to get that rebound. Lead us back up to 7. King. I was going to be called on co-flipping. Under a minute to be played here. Making that first free throw is Yokohama and Kawamura. That's the problem when you get into early foul trouble. Kawamura's going to hit the bench. You think you want to have him ride out the entire second quarter. 5-point lead. Here's Alan Durham inside. He's going to get fouled there by Oliver. Alan Durham listed at 6'6". Up against Oliver, listed at 6'7". Looks like Alan Durham's the bigger gentleman, though. Nonetheless, 2 free throws here off that foul. Alan's going to make the first. Gotta get inside. That's not a good idea. You can't challenge Jack Cooley. Difference of about 5 seconds in the game clock and the shot clock, and wisely, Alan Durham says, let's go for the last shot. If you take in the last 3 seconds, you might not give your opponent a chance to come back. But here they took it a little bit too early. Jackson forces his way. That's going to drop. And that's the drawback of going a little bit too early. Yokohama takes advantage. They score. And at the half, it's still a very competitive game. It is 48-43. Still in favor, though, of the Golden Kings. A lot of highlights here from the first 2 quarters of play. Imamura hits from the outside. Actually, Keita didn't play in the second quarter, which is quite surprising. Yu Watanabe inside. Just guiding that one through. Should have slammed it. Getting away inside. Isco flipping. He did very well for his squad. Coming in to help out Kishimoto, who was in foul trouble. First quarter ended 20-11 in favor of the hosts. Then Josh Duncan went to work. So the second quarter did belong to Yokohama as they ate into that 9-point deficit. Helped out by their main man. Look at Ko flipping there with a block. But Kawamura found his range. He would score 6 straight points at one stage. Jackson, basket one opportunity there. And here's Kawamura checking back in. And that's a 4-point play. He would score here. On his attack to the basket, kissing it off the glass. And that will prompt a timeout from Coach Dayo Kitani. Jackson forces that one up. And that's where we're going to end the first 2 quarters of action. As you break down the numbers. 5-point lead enjoyed by RYUKYU. Yokohama's actually shooting much better. But they have also made the same amount of field goals. 12 as compared to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. The difference really was on the 3-point shooting. 6 out of 12. As compared to 4 out of 12 for Yokohama. Those 2 field goals, essentially the difference here. Both teams have taken very good care of the basketball, which is what you like to see in a playoff game. Playing the game at a very high level. Look at the rebounding situation, just +3 for the RYUKYU. 17 as compared to 14. In the assists, 10-6 in favor of the Golden Kings. As we now look at the leading scorers. So Matsuwaki's got 9. Duncan's got 9. And 7 points there for Alan Durham. On the other side, Charles Jackson's got 11 points. That's a very quiet 11 points. Almost got 8. And another 8 there also for Kawamura. So he was able to come off the bench and at least in the second quarter was able to score well. Unfortunately for Kishimoto, was only on the floor for 4 minutes. He was replaced after picking up 2 quick fouls. And that's why the stats are heavily in favor of Kawamura there. Look at the rebounding story. 4 rebounds here for Durham. 3 apiece for Cooley and Duncan. On the other side, 6 rebounds for Oliver. Jackson with 4 and Morikawa with 1. In the assists department, 2 each for Duncan, Flippin, and Durham. Also 2 for Morii and Oliver. So we're all set for quarter number 3. Second half, this is game number 1 of our semifinal series between Yokohama and the squad of RYUKYU. And we're underway. Flipping it up, and a foul is going to be called. They're going to call that foul on Onodera. Quick incursion from Sudo. That's a little kick behind there. But it worked. Let's see how Kishimoto performs here. He only played 4 minutes in the first 2 quarters because of foul trouble. How long can he stay on the floor this time? Sudo makes the first. Sudo now with a total of 5 points. He also has 1 assist. He'll make both. That's going to cut the lead down to 3. If you're just joining us, the last time these two teams faced each other was February 15. A 5-point victory, 96-91 for the Golden Kings. That's how close it was. That's how close we're expecting this one to be. Jackson's going to pick up a personal. Good attack coming from Duncan. That's clearly a foul. Wondering why he's complaining. He had his arm there, impeding the progress there of Duncan. We go outside to Kishimoto. Cooley setting that pick. Kishimoto flips it up. He was hoping it'll drop. Essentially the exact same starting 5 here for Coach Dayo Kitani. A lot of swipes. Second personal foul going to be called there, Morii. Well, he took a swipe. How can you ask if the foul was called on you when you went for a swipe and you hit the arm? Now a chance for Kishimoto to get on the board here for his squad. That should settle him down. Second on the way. That rattles out. Jackson the rebound. Kishimoto is usually money from the free throw line. Auda has really not given his squad too much. He was a starter. So far, he's just picked up 1 board for his squad. Duncan's going to give it up. Now they go to Duncan. In the paint against Auda. That'll rim out. Another rebound by Jackson. And here comes the boys in white, just down by 4. Auda doesn't really look for his shot. Now he will. And scores. That's going to cut the lead to just 1 basket here. Kishimoto to the wing. Extra pass. Imamura. No. Cooley was trying to battle for it, and Cooley's going to be called for a foul there. He got called for that shove in the end. Good look for Keita. Surprise look there by Jack Cooley. He had a forearm shove. Big question once again is, when will Kawamura be sent in by Coach Aoki? He's their main man. Cooley with the board off that 3-point shot miss. Kishimoto will try to settle down the troops. Protecting this 2-point lead. They go to Duncan. That's going to be an offensive foul called here on Jack Cooley. That's going to be number 2. And the second here in the third. Ooh, there was really not too much there. Oh, not too much from Cooley because they say the foul is going to be called on Keita Imamura. So Keita will sit down. Imamura has really not been able to help out his squad, though he's got 6 points. Here's Carl Tamayo trying to calm down Keita. We're not going to see Keita till the start of the fourth. Two minutes gone here in the third. Yokohama's clawed to within 2. Now we're tied? No. Would have been. But with these 2 free throws, we just might have our very first deadlock of the match. And all of this being done again without Yuki Kawamura. Nice change of pace. You like the angle of the attack. Second personal foul is going to be called there on Josh. And the Golden Kings already in the penalty. With still 7:42 to be played. There's Yuki. Boy, if he checks in, he's going to add so much firepower. And the team's going to be tied? Nope, they're not going to be tied. They're still going to be trailing by 1. But the matchup everybody's looking for is Kishimoto up against Kawamura, head to head. Kishimoto's going to get it back. He'll kick it back out to Onodera. Onodera's going to have to force this one up. And he gets denied. Good defense there from Akaho. Akaho, a starter today. Usually comes off the bench. That's great defense there. I'll just bring it down against Josh. Sets that pick. Akaho on the move. Pass a little bit behind there. Ono there, extra pass. Matsuwaki's gonna hit. Matsuwaki's got 12 points. That's gonna give his squad a 4-point advantage here. Playing point most of this match has been Morii until Kawamura checks in. Morii from the parking lot, short. Matsuwaki with the rebound. He get it to Kishimoto. Kishimoto's pushing. You like the fact that they're trying to get some easy baskets. Yokohama has not led in this ball game. Right now we got a ball game though. A while ago it looked like it was going to be a runaway victory. 39-27 was the lead at one stage. And we're going to have another violation here. Cooley's going to pick up his second personal foul. Cooley and the rest of the squad will have to play it smart. He's got 2 personals. This is the earlier play. And Matsuwaki hit that 3. Morii. That's a nice pass. And an easy slam there for Charles. Going with a thumbs up play. Let's see it evolve. Kishimoto will launch and hit. Kishimoto's first basket from the outside. That's going to give him a total of 4 points. Now it's back up to a 5-point lead. Timely baskets from Ryuichi. They hand it off. Auda will be called for steps. Alan Durham is checked back in. He's on the floor now, together with Jack Cooley. We've not yet seen the re-entry of Yu Watanabe, who was very instrumental in that breakaway in the first. Onodera for three, that's short. Tracked down there by Auda, he'll be fouled by Kishimoto. Kishimoto now is going to pick up his third. And here comes Ko flipping. Nothing you can do if you're in foul trouble. So Keita Imamura on the bench with three. Ryuichi Kishimoto on the bench with three. And here comes Kawamura checking in. The final 5 minutes. Or the third. Auda on the line. Will make the first. Patrick Auda from the Czech Republic, 33 years old, standing 6'9". Not the flashiest of imports, but he gets the job done. Defensively, and he clears the boards. That's gonna rattle out. Gets to Jackson, and Jackson inside for two. That's gonna cut the lead down to just two here. Matsuaki launches. Maybe not a good shot. Unless that was really what Coach Oketani was looking for. I don't think so. Auda. Nice handoff. And we are tied at 55. First deadlock of the ball game. And a timeout will be called by the Golden Kings. $55 apiece. Coach Dayo Oketani just trying to stop the momentum being built up here by the opponents. That's going the other way. That's good defense. Timely incursion there from Kawamura, as you see. Took a stab at it. It went off the leg of Allen. Kawamura forces that one up. That's short. Not a good shot. That's when you feel you're like Steph Curry, but you don't have that Steph Curry range. Alan Durham. Easy lay-in. Hayato Maki will check back in. That's presence of mind there. So Alan Durham getting his basket. Slim 2-point lead enjoyed by the Golden Kings. Under 4 minutes to be played here. Oliver. One of the few imports we have here that play the one. That pass through his hands. Here's Flippin. Flippin inside, short. That's tracked down once again, but saved off that steal. Very active hands from Oliver. Kawamura, you know he's got the green light. But you want him taking good shots. Sets up a teammate. A little bit too strong. That was a shot that Kawamura should have taken. He was free that time. On the outside, they're going to give Flippin that shot, but he's going to make it. Go Flippin. Not necessarily known for being a very good three-point shooter. Well, that time he makes the defense pay. But he's open for a reason. Charles Jackson will try to attack. That's a good block there from Jack Cooley. Jack Cooley's not the quickest of players, but he's got very good timing. Watch this here. He's trying to steal that. He was blocked out though by his own man without realizing it. Go Flippin stopped him from saving it, but there's just 6 seconds on the shot clock here for the boys in white. Does King realize it? I don't think so. I don't think he realizes it. Now he does. Poor pass. They go to Durham. Allen. Almost got that one to go. Charles with a big slam. That's gotta hurt. Easily. That should have been a 7-point lead here for the Golden Kings. Off that missed layup from Allen. Nice seal. Alan Durham is just much stronger than Oliver inside. And he says, you're too small for me. This is where Oliver excels, in the outside. Steps back, puts up a three. That'll be short. Duncan tracks it down. And here come the Golden Kings. Going to the left hand, and a foul's going to be called on Oliver. Well, you can hear Ko Flippin saying there was no ball, there was no ball. Asking for an unsportsmanlike foul. But Ko Flippin moved the ball over from his right hand to the left. That's why there was no ball. Nice shot there of Carl Tamayo. Enjoying himself on the bench there together with Hugh Watanabe. Well, after being tied at 5, at 55, 9 points put together here by the Golden Kings. Nope, check that, just make it 8. They go inside. Durham will kick it back out. Philippine says, let's relax. Philippine forcing the issue. No. Philippine looks over at the referee saying, there was a lot of contact there. Referee say, it's the playoffs. Play on. Here's that spin. That looked clean. That was tipped though by Oliver. Hayato sets up Allen. Draws the double. Flipping inside. He'll miss another layup. Charles Jackson's not going to miss this dunk. He's going to cut the lead down to 4. Already 3 missed layups. There's another one from point blank range. Oliver bringing it closer. Oliver using that pick, almost lost it. Eventually does. Mackie says no need to rush. We go to Josh. Josh power move, he gets fouled there. Slowly but surely, the world imports also here for Yokohama, getting into foul trouble. As that's going to be the 3rd here. And with 29 seconds remaining, that's going to put Yokohama in the penalty. So Auda thrust back into action. Josh from the outside. No. Not quite sure why they launched that early. Neither team with any fouls to give. Shot clock winding down. That heave is not going to count even if it drops. There are 3 quarters done here at the Okinawa Arena. And still clinging on to a 4-point edge are the RYUKYU Golden Kings, up 63-59. Those are the kind of useless fouls that just cannot happen. In such a big game like this, early fouls such as that will just put your squad into early foul trouble. Lucky for the Golden Kings, Yokohama's really not taking advantage of the early foul trouble of their opponents. That's a poor possession. We talked earlier about the turnovers. Yokohama, that's going to be turnover number 13. Only 9 turnovers so far here for the Golden Kings. But that's not the kind of way you want to start out your first possession in the fourth period, especially in a very tight contest. The Golden Kings score here. They're suddenly up by 8, which at this stage is a real luxury. Kickball, they say. Well, you gotta hand it to Coach Aoki, sticking to his strategy here of only bringing in his star, Yuki Kawamura, in the last 5 minutes of the quarter. He's done that for the first 3 quarters. Maybe in this game, you might want to change things up. You cannot afford to lose game number 1, especially in a best-of-3 series. Durham inside. He's gonna get fouled. Take your pick, Oliver or Auda? Oliver can't handle Alan Durham on the block. And that's going to be the 3rd personal foul there on Oliver. Durham's going to miss that first free throw though. And there's the gentleman we've been talking about, Yuki Kawamura. You're going to need to give this gentleman a little bit more than just 5 minutes a quarter. Especially when you're down. Especially in a playoff game. Well, Coach Taketo's getting the big bucks. He makes the big decisions. We just talk about it. They go inside. Auda scores. 5 points now for Auda off another assist for Morii. Still a 5-point lead enjoyed by the Golden Kings. That's not gonna work. Morii, good defense, picks it up, and he pushes the pace. Here's Oliver. Open 3, no. Auda's there. He's gonna get stripped there. Matsuaki was lurking in the wings. Durham now gonna bring it down himself. That's a poor foul. That's gonna be a foul on Oliver. That's gonna be number 4. What's he complaining about? Watch the replay. He took a swipe. And he made contact. Watch it here. There you go. That was right on the arm. That was clear. That was clear as day. Yes, you got 4. That's lack of recognition right there. As Keita Imura will check back in now. Coach Dayo Kitani looking for the killer blow. Charles Jackson also with 3 personals. Let's see if they have the offense running through his man. Open 3, Matsuaki. He knew that was over. Charles Jackson's got 3. You've got to attack him defensively. Flip up, not gonna work. Here comes Allen. Allen will be fouled there by Auda. Auda says it's on the floor. Yes, it's on the floor. But again, you're picking up another personal. You like that strategy. That was clearly a foul. Alda says, I'll gladly take it. Maybe not, because that's your second, that's fine. But now Yokohama already with 3 team fouls. And a lot of basketball still to be played. One more. They're going to be in the penalty. Durham puts up a 3. Back rims that one. You need to get something going towards the basket. Jackson's got 3 fouls. I just sound like a broken record here. Not to mention the fact that you're going to need to have Yuki back in. Shot not going to work for Alda. Alda really isn't an offensive threat. Duncan for 3. No. Out of the board. Moria and company need to really quicken up the pace. They go to Charles. Charles. Are they going to call a foul? They bumped heads. They're going to call a travel. Oh, there's a clash of heads. Duncan's bleeding. He needs to be replaced. I like that substitution. Finally, you send in Yuki. Even if it's not the 5-minute mark. You need him to be able to score. Calling out play number 2 is Hayato Maki. Might be a good time also to send in Kishimoto. Have your starting backcourt on the floor for the next 2-3 minutes. Gotta ice this game. Matsuaki gets denied. There's no way you're going to be able to attack. With Charles there inside. You like the fact that he was trying to pick up the last foul. Not necessarily the last foul, but if he picks up another one, Jackson's definitely heading to the bench. Keita finds Cooley. Cooley flips it up and through. You like this timeout from Coach Aoki. This lead can't get any bigger, especially as we approach the final 5 minutes. Needing to score here. are the boys in white. It's not going to work there for Kawamura. Maybe not the best of days for their star here. He's got 8 points. But he's going to need to score a whole lot more, especially now that they find themselves down by 7. And there's a poor foul. Akaho there is going to send his team now in the penalty with still 5:48 to be played. You got to know when to stick close and when to just let it go, especially when the player is going away from the basket anyhow. Golden Kings, will they try to get something going towards the basket now? Or inside that paint? Yes, they get it from Jack Cooley. Good defense from Charles. Shot clock, down to 3. Hurried shot. Imamura's going to hit that one. Wow! He's got 9 points. Could that be the dagger here? Still a lot of time remaining, yes. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like Yokohama's in the groove offensively. That's a charge. Jack Cooley got there ahead. He was clearly set. That's going to be foul number 4 on Charles Jackson, which means he's going to be handcuffed defensively now. Now you go to Jack Cooley. Keita still. He dodged the bullet there, that's for sure. Yuki's gonna hit. Now's the time he's gotta shine. Now's the time when stars are born. Timeout will be called. We'll be back for more action from the Okinawa Arena in a bit. Final 5 minutes, essentially here of game number 1. It's extremely key to get game number 1 in a very short best of 3. Matsuaki hits that. He's got 15 points. What a big contribution here from Matsuaki. And the lead is back up to 10. Yuki puts up another one. That's a wild shot. Still a lot of time, but again, shot selection is very important. Here's Kishimoto. Now he's going to try to lead his squad here in the final 4 minutes to victory. Imamura. Keita inside. No. They're going to say it's a jump ball situation. Let's take a look at the possession arrow. Keita lost possession on the way up. So possession arrow says Yokohama. They're down by 10. 4 minutes still to be played. Oliver needs to be able to orchestrate something that can get him at least 2 points. He gotta cut into this lead. He's gonna get denied. Oliver brought it down. He attacked himself. Kishimoto for 2. This is a timeout badly needed by Yokohama, as this game is now slipping from their grasp. Coming off a timeout, you need to score. Charles inside, yes. He's got 23 points. That keeps their hopes alive here. At least for the time being, they're still down by 10. They need stops. Matsuaki. That was tipped. Shot clock at 8. Definitely still possible for a comeback here. But Yokohama's got to play it smart. They got to play it tough. Watanabe. So action briefly in the first half. Did well. Kishimoto finds Cooley. That tip-in's going to drop eventually. That's 4 attempts at the basket. 16 points now for Alan Durham. The clock is going to be a factor in about 30 seconds. Auda's going to lose this one, and it's not looking good. Kishimoto inside. What was he thinking? Why? Yes, you need a basket. You're still not out of the woods. But if you brought that out, use some clock. Then the clock starts to be a difference maker. Not to mention the fact that you were up against someone like Charles Jackson inside. Now they'll use clock. Nice bounce pass. Too easy. Jack Cooley has only scored 8 points, but he's come up with really big markers here in the fourth. Jack Cooley, 8 points, 7 rebounds. And it looks like the Golden Kings might be on their way to a victory here in game number 1. So make no mistake about this one. Needing to score is Yokohama. Down by 14. This is actually the biggest lead in the contest. 80-66. Nice find. Jackson inside. He's got 25 points. Let's see if they can get some stops and some quick baskets. But right now, Kishimoto's going to use all 24 seconds of this one. He should. Doing the right thing. Kishimoto left wide open. That could have been a dagger, but this is it. 18 points for Alan Durham. He also has 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Auda with a floater, yes. He got 7 points, but it should be a one-ball game. And now Kishimoto says, let's use clock. Imamura inside. Well, he wants more baskets. Foul there from Auda. Third personal foul there on Patrick. Well, you like the fact that they're still gonna try, but especially after these 2 free throws go in. If they go in, the first is a miss, but still, at a 12-point margin, they're gonna need some quick baskets. Tayo Kitani is resting Alan Durham. He wants to be fresh for game number 2, which is going to happen tomorrow. If Yokohama forces a game 3, that's going to be held this coming Tuesday evening. Maybe a little bit of a change in strategy. Maybe you have Yuki Kawamura starting now. Come tomorrow. Kishimoto is going to dribble this away. That is just for good measure. Keita Imamura. Now he's in double digits. He's got 12 points. Still wanting the final say here. Yokohama's not going to be able to get it. Or will they? Auda, long 2, nothing. Cooley with the rebound. And they're going to have to just dribble this one away. It'll be an 86-70 victory. This is now going to be their biggest margin. And game 1 will go to the Golden Kings. They draw first blood. A masterful showing here. They're going to go at it once again tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see if there's going to be a change in strategy as we take a look at the first and fourth quarters. Horrible for Yokohama, only scoring 11 points. Taking full advantage here was the squad of the Golden Kings. That was solid second quarter coming from Yokohama, but they allowed RYUKYU to still get 28. Low scoring third quarter for both squads, but winning this one, pulling away, are the Golden Kings. In a bit, we're going to hear from Coach Dayo Kitani and the rest of today's heroes for the squad of RYUKYU. Stick around. Here we have the coaches and players. And at the same time, what's nice here in RYUKYU is they do have an interpreter explaining everything. So here's Coach Dayo Kitani.
Foul trouble.
Our plans for tomorrow is just to win. We can get as much as points as we can. Even 1 point over would be a great team. So basically what we're really looking at is just winning the game tomorrow too.
ありがとうございました。もう一人、皆さんお分かりでしょう。松脇義之選手です。
嬉しいですね。素直に。I was really happy. Thank you all for your support.
今日はスリーポイント9本打って5本決まりました。各クォーターで決めましたけれども、今日スリーポイントのフィーリングはどういうふうに感じてたんでしょうか。
そうですね、横浜さんが、オーバーヘルプ結構するタイプというか、そういうチームだったので、そこで、打てると自分でも思ってたので、1クォーターから、打ち続けました。それが入ったから良かったかなと思います。
Team was really supporting it and gave me the clear to go ahead and shoot the 3 points. 5 out of 9 here is really good. Once I saw the clear area, I just thought about just shooting 3 points.
桶谷ヘッドコーチからはこれが
So like the head coach was saying, we just want to play well and just get as many points as we can.
そして明日勝てばファイナルになります。明日に向けての意気
そうですね。
Just like the head coach was saying, get as many points as we can. Even 1 point is really important. So if we can just get as many points as we can, take away the win, and go down to the finals. We also need your support for that. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。
Once again, congratulations to the RYUKYU Golden Kings as they take game number 1 of this best of 3 semifinals up against the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. We're going to show you some of the highlights and then the numbers before we say goodbye. But a very happy Okinawa Arena as their squad has taken game number 1 and quite handily, in fact. Very interested to see the adjustments that Yokohama is going to try to make in game number 2. Jack Cooley, solid as always. Coach Dai Okitani pressed the right buttons today for his squad. And the players responded. Let's enjoy the highlights first. Especially if you're a Golden Kings fan. For Yokohama, they did have some moments. They were just few and far between. Collectively, looking at the shooting, it's just about even. Field goal shooting percentage, 46% for the RYUKYU, 45% for Yokohama. But they just made more field goals. Talking about RYUKYU, they made 32 out of 69 as compared to 27 out of 59 for the B-CORSAIRS. A lot of easy baskets inside, also scored there by Duncan and company. A lot of good defensive stops as well. That one coming from Cole Flippin. Matsuaki, the MVP today, was left wide open so many times, and he made defense pay. Kawamura caught fire. Finally. But in the second half, he would score and complete that 3-point play. Actually, that 4-point play. And here comes up another basket. He had 6 straight points, and suddenly a timeout will be called by Coach Dai Okitani at that stage. Trying to force the issue there. That'll be the final basket of the half. First quarter ended in favor of RYUKYU, 20-11. At the half, it was 48-43, still in favor of the Golden Kings. Yokohama actually never led this entire ball game. We only have one tie. That was at 55. Look at that great ball movement. Ends in the hands of Matsuaki, and again he drains another three. Jackson was a one-man scoring machine for his squad. But he got essentially no help from the two other world imports. Look at the B-CORSAIRS. Oliver would finish with 6 points in 24 minutes of action. Auda scored even better, but just with 7. The only other double-digit scorer was Kawamura. That's expected, but still, just 11 points. That's way below his average. His average is at least 14 points, at least. But he hardly saw playing time today. He was on the floor for just 18 minutes. But again, looks like that's really the regular substitution pattern of Coach Aoki. Because only averaging 16 minutes is Yuki. You need to have him on the floor a whole lot more, at least 30. Let's see if that's what happens tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is a do or die. Yokohama cannot afford another loss. Kishimoto there with the finishing touches. As we break down the numbers of this one. We talked about the overall field goal shooting. If you break it down 2s and 3s, 62% for the squad of the B-CORSAIRS, as compared to just 46% for the Golden Kings. But look at the big discrepancy here. 42% as compared to just 28% shooting from three-point distance. Just about even in terms of free throws. 10 free throws made by the Golden Kings, 11 for the B-CORSAIRS. This is a huge number. Just 9 turnovers for the Golden Kings, 18 for the B-CORSAIRS, and obviously RYUKYU took full advantage of that. Now we got some individual stats. These are the leading scorers, leading rebounders, and then the leading assist men. So Durham with 18 points, Jack Cooley with 9 rebounds, and Alan Durham with 4 dimes. On the other side, 25 points for Jackson. Oliver with 11 rebounds, and 5 assists coming from Morii. We're going to show you the head-to-head matchup for sure. But first, let's take a look at some of the other leading scorers. So 18 points for Durham. He had 15 points for Matsuaki. 13 points for Keita Imamura. And then Ko Flippin contributed with double digits as well. He had 10 points coming off the bench. And Josh Duncan had 9. For the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, 25 points for Jackson. Kawamura had 11. Oba had 8. Patrick Auda with 7. And Koyasudo also contributed 7 markers. This is the head-to-head matchup we were waiting for. Just a 5-point difference because actually Kamamura was on the floor a little bit more. Kishimoto was in and out of the lineup because he was plagued by foul trouble. But in the end, he came back in the final 4 minutes to lead his squad to the victory. In a bit, we're going to show you the playoff bracket. And taking game number 1 is the squad of the Golden Kings. There you have it. Just one more game away from making it, possibly, to the finals. Game number 2 tomorrow. That's going to do it for our coverage. On behalf of everybody joining us here this afternoon, thanks so much for joining us. Till next time, take care. Have a good weekend ahead. God bless.